At goal, 6'3", number 12, Josh Moreno.
And after a long offseason, NBA basketball is back. Doris, two of the best words in hoops. Opening night.
I've been waiting for tonight for months, BA. The start of a long, incredible journey that is the NBA season. We know there will be twists and turns. Tonight won't make a season, but boy, it's good to be back.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Grimes, driving to the basket. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
They get it again. Robinson uses the glass on the layup.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Pass to Jackson. The three is up. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Yes, it's good.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Up top, Robinson. Into the lane. Yep, that one goes.
I'm not stepping in front of Mitchell Robinson when he gets ahead of steam. What a pretty drive.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Goes back up. Here's Adams. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Down low. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Brunson.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority. He does there.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Outside Robinson. Barrett against Brooks. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Brunson passes to Randall. Screen by Robinson. Randall finds Robinson.
Well, Steven Adams will make you think twice if you're coming near the cup. He will send it back.
Pass to Randall. And he buries his first look.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Brooks left side. From behind the arc. It's not going to go for him. And New York will come the other way. Barrett passes to Brunson. Here's Grimes. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. 5 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Brunson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now a timeout called by New York. A big group substitution here for New York. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Hart's checked in for Grimes. And quickly subbed in for Brunson. Now here's Barrett.
Grizzlies foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end. They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
To the wing on the left. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, BA, than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
It's Barrett on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. And here's Clark for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Knicks have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Here's Clark. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
They grab their own miss. Here's Toppin. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Toppin's got 8 points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Three-pointer, Brooks. He can't hit that time.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Quickly from outside. That shot missing. And so it's New York. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They're...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New York.
They started this one on a mission to own their offensive rebounds, outworking the defense to win back the ball and get second chance shots.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Grimes in at small forward.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Randall against Jackson. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense, Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
A nice shot by Grimes.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Kennard. And no good. New York goes the other way with it.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Grimes. No good on the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Outside Bain. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by New York. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Quickly from outside. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Timeout called. Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. To halt the run. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Outside Brunson, puts up a 3, and there's Toppin on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 5 here tonight. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Brooks from outside. The shot that time not on target.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Aldama, guarded by Toppin. Williams from long range. Sinks it from distance. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. Quickly against Williams. Randall outside. The 3. Clark grabs the board.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he knocks down the first one.
One of the things you have to think about with the New York Knicks, there are quality pieces here. Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett are very capable wings. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time presence in the middle of the paint. The struggle, guys, has been for them putting all these pieces together.
Steven Adams checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Concho. Here's Aldama. No good with the triple.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Fires from deep. Can't hit that one.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely...
Allie, as always, thank
For that game against the Pistons.
All right, and shifting gears to our... And that is going to do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, you gotta like what Obi Toppin has done in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
Boy, there were lots of expectations that accompanied R.J. Barrett coming out of college. That's going to happen when you're the 3rd overall pick.
The offensive rebound. Brooks traps in the layup for 2. Brooks has got his second basket on the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Moran against Brunson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Jaren Jackson picks one up. You know, watching R.J. Barrett is a treat, Doris, whenever we get a chance to do so.
Yeah, B.A., he is a tremendous young man on top of being a player who so desperately is searching for greatness and working to get there. What you love about R.J. is he's trying to add to the offensive end of the floor year by year. Yes, he can get off the dribble drive. Now can he consistently make that perimeter jumper?
Yep, that one goes.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Here's Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
Right side Barrett from downtown, on target from range. Barrett's got 5 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Three-pointer Brooks. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Randall outside. Pass to Robinson. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
New York has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. And here's Brunson from the arc. Tries again. And Robinson finishes it off. He's got 14. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Three-pointer Brooks. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender. And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Grimes. Hits the trifecta.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Pass to Brunson. Here's the three. And the Knicks, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one. Now Randall. Outside Brunson. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Randall. Outside Robinson. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Barrett. Over Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. No good. A bit long that time. On the wing, Bain. The jumper from the wing off target. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Knicks.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Josh Hart is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kennard can't get it to go. The Knicks shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. Rose can't connect. And Memphis shooting just around 32% from the field. Kennard can't get it to go. Here's New York. Hart passes to Rose. Now here's Toppin. The baseline Jay. Goes back up. Hartenstein, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Tillman. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Rose against Jones. Here's Hartenstein. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hartenstein's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
Here's Jones. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Free throw line jumper, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Rose has got his first 2 points.
Well, this guy is such a strong decision maker. Derrick Rose with the mid-range jumper. Yes, that's in my bag as well.
Pass to Hart. Rose with it. Back to Hart. And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it can be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures in different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay. The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Beyond the arc. They get it back. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Knicks have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Rose. Kennard on the wing. Fires in the triple. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mitchell Robinson.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Clark, no good. Well, the Knicks shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. Jones comes with a double team. Here's Brunson. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That free throw good from Brunson. And he makes both free throws. 27 seconds left in the game. Clark left side. Lets the three fly. Memphis the rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now here's Brunson. Outside Robinson.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
His third personal foul. 14 foul.
No good on that one.
The one challenge Mitchell Robinson has had through the early portion of his career is a little bit of foul trouble. Nice to see him get to the line for a little bit of payback. One thing we know about him, he's got to stay on the floor to be effective.
Drills it from deep.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. A state. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That concludes the first game.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get so much of the schedule still in front of us, Steve. However, some teams are really struggling early here.
Yeah, Kevin, and those teams, they can't lose their confidence because it's a long season. And sometimes you just don't have the talent to beat other teams, but you must stay focused and try to get better every night.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Now here's Brooks. In the corner, it's Bain. And another miss by Memphis.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
And the wide open shot from Green. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
In the corner, it's Bain. A 3 ball. Porter pulls it in. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Green. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, and he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Bain, no good.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Porter passes to Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got 6.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Green. He has 6. Pass to Şengün. Porter kicks to Smith. Martin with the screen for Smith. Pocket 6. Stolen by Brooks. Outside, Bain takes a 3. That one doesn't go. So Houston will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
And it's Adams on the follow.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Green. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Takes the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jones, no luck.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Porter passes to Kaminsky. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Conchar. 9 points last game. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Christopher driving in, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Let's see some numbers here on Kennard. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or 2 every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Gets it to go. That one good from Tillman.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Porter with it. He had 15 points last outing.
Grizzlies foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul.
Free throw good. Porter.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
Here's Kennard. And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense set it. And And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson, and it's Morant in at the 1 spot. And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range, so great bloodlines.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Martin, he's checked in for Houston. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. Here's Smith. Inside, here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Morant dishes to Brooks. The pass to Clark. Shot from 12. And he can't bank that one in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Green, and the rejection by Jackson. Smith wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Clark with the jam. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Christopher. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
To the paint, here's Clark. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Green passes to Christopher. And the 3 ball is good. Christopher's got 7 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And checking out the stats for Porter, good season for him last year. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the Dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Here's Kennard, and it's Memphis with another.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Tate, he's checked in for Jalen Green. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Şengün with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Aldama. From deep. Got a hand on it. Now, here's Şengün. Tight defense on him.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets leading by 16. Driving to the basket. The kick out to Porter. And another three for Houston.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Kennard for three. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got his second basket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Şengün passes to Porter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jones the pass to Tillman. Kennard on the wing. No good with the triple. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's...
All right, thank you, David.
And according to my records, now moving on to the game at hand, and that about wraps it up. And as the third.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Green. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Stephen Silas. Morant right side. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to Martin.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Left side, Porter. Smith with a screen on Morant. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got the first field goal of the second half for Houston.
And you can tell Green is a competitive player, willing to put in the sweat to find looks.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Bucket is good. Adams has got 6.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Green draws the double. Outside, Porter. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights, and the way he's playing, this could be one.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Porter with the steal. It's Martin on the wing. Here's Şengün. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 15.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
For Memphis, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Now, here's Morant for 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And they get it back. Martin finds Porter, driving the lane. Şengün
doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Will it go? And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Garuba's checked in. And it's Josh Christopher in for Porter. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the time out, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin, and that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Smith for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Baines got 4 rebounds now tonight and finished off by Morant.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
In the corner, Smith with it. Another miss by Houston. And for Memphis, they're shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Payne for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Out to Brooks. Fires the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Houston Rockets way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th, we've got Luke Kennard. He's out there with Jones, and it's Tillman in at the center.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
And Tate throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Washington passes to Christopher. And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Washington against Kennard. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And that one is off. And it's Memphis the other way. GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
The Rockets making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Pass to Tillman. Shoots over Marjanovic. Tillman's shot is off. And for Houston, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Christopher. No good on the triple.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Three-pointer. Rebound by Christopher. Christopher's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Washington passes to Kaminsky. And he makes good on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Ring shot on the way. Tillman's shot is off. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And there's the call on Jones. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And another miss by Memphis. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. An incredible reverse throwdown, excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And there's the call on Jones. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the Rockets making a change here. Garuba's checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Clark's checked in. Kaminsky. Good. And a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Jalen Green's checked in for Porter. Out left of the wing, shoots the 3. Christopher, that's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Green left side. To the middle. Christopher, the pass to Garuba. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 17-6 run. Green against Jones. Down low. Deflects the pass. And there's the pass to Garuba. Here's Christopher. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.